Shalom. Back again with another lesson. First and foremost, we want to give all praise and honor unto
Yahweh by Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai by Ahchyam, Rakakwadash.
We'll give double honor to the elders, apostle, great millstone, and say, taste and blessings to the Ahchyam, pushing his work and truth and sincerity. And once again, man, we're back with another lesson. And as you can clearly see, the GMS Louisiana Saints. And this lesson right here is going to be about basically staying afloat, or constantly enduring as these days go on and on and on, man. Because Yahweh Shai is coming down with these prophecies, and we see it glooming over this whole earth, man. You know, and we understand something, that our objective is to continue to preach this word until his coming. You know, but we also understand that, you know, brothers may get weak in the spirit. Brother may have to deal with certain difficulties or afflictions that may come about. But the objective is not to fall short, man. You came this far, hey man, you got to keep on going. We can go ahead and start with Galatians.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9. And let us not be weary and well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
That's right, man. The scripture said, let us not weary and well doing. And what is those well doings, man? Staying consistent, being within the will of the way of Yahweh Shai, getting up with the brethren, doing these lessons, constantly going out to the highways and byways, once again following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. That's well doing right there, man. Go ahead and read it again.
It says, Galatians 6 and 9. And let us not be weary and well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
That's right, man. They say, let us not be weary and well doing, because in due season, we're going to basically have that glory if we faint not. Because, hey, you can't throw away all of this glory, man, that's been presented to you. For what, man? For this world? For the things that's in it? And we see what's going on in this place, man. Hey, man, it was on 4th of July night, man, it was 100 people got shot, 20 people got killed, man. You know? There's no production in being a part of this world, man. So the objective is to constantly endure, man.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
And we know one thing, man, as a soldier in the battle, you're going to go through hardship, man. You know, you're going to have certain things, you're going to have certain bullets flying past you and shit, man. You know, some of your troops may be falling, but you have to continue to press on, man, and move forward in the battle, man. And that's just like in this truth, man. You know, you may be wounded in the spirit, man, but you can't just give up. You know, pass the wound and you get back in the game, man. You know?
Verse 4, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier.
That's right, man. You know, Jake warred with the things of this world, man. You know, whether it's the woman, whether it's the kids, whether it's the job, whether it's all different type of things they meet. They have Jake weary in this thought process, man. But you have to understand, man, those things are just tests, man. Those things are just trying up your faith, you know? So you got to overcome those things, man, through the Spirit of the Lord.
Yeah, man. This is Matthew 24. This is Matthew 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
And that's one of the most important things that we have to keep in our mind, man, endurance, man. You know? Because you may get tired in the race. Man, but you have to preserve some of that energy, man, so you can keep moving farther, man. You know? Like, how many times have you seen one of those marathons, man? A lot of people fall within those marathons, man. But the one who can preserve their energy until the end, they make it. You know? Because this thing is about, what the word is I'm looking for, man? Endurance? Right. Ultimately, it's about endurance, man. You know? Preserving that energy. You know, understanding what it is that you need to do in doing it, man. You know, not allowing these demons to take you off your mark. because they're going to attempt to, man. And then they got a lot of men. And it's still getting men unto this day. You know? So once again, read that again.
This is Matthew 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
The same shall be saved. That's the objective, man. That's what we're trying to get to, man. Being saved, salvation, man. For when Yahushua come into this atmosphere, man, and with those hosts of chariots and lift you up, man, that's the victory. You know?
If I could add also, endurance comes by the way of a spiritual approach to things. Because endurance is backed by patience. And patience is long suffering. All right? It's taking a load, taking L's. All right? Just so you can continue to do the Lord's work. Sometimes you gotta concede just to prevail. All right? You gotta concede just to win. All right? Which when it comes by way of a sacrifice, man. And sacrificing the things, it ain't gonna be the way that you set it out to basically to win. It's like small mini battles within a victory. It's just like certain battles you have to win, all right, in order to win the whole victory. With some battles you gotta concede to them, which means, this brother, the elder always like to say, just in small talk, instead of dropping gems and dimes, like just say we'll be on Call of Duty, and it'll be all-out warfare. It's the last man of survival, and they'll have brothers going with each other. I know it's just a little side note, but they'll have a whole bunch of people just going to war. They'll be like, just sit back and let them kill each other off, man. Which some battles is not meant to be fought; they're meant to be avoided. All right, a battle is about that, a testament of your mind. Who has the stronger mind or the will power to basically what? Prevail or get out the situation. Because getting out of the situation is winning the situation. Even if you're what? Conceding to it.
And there's one thing that the Heavenly Father gave us. He gave us the cheat code, man.
Yeah.
He gave us the understanding to know that may not be for us, man. Hold your peace. When all that stuff was going on with BLM, man, we didn't put ourselves, the elder let us know, man, we're not going to put ourselves in positions to be exposed like that, man.
It was based on strategy.
Yeah.
Who got the best strategy? All right. You look at Julius Caesar and Alexander the Great, those guys had the best strategies on war. And I think it was a guy, it's another guy, I forgot his name. That's another guy, the art of war. It was an actual jig that was with, I think, Alexander, that taught him, he was one of the main ones that came up. They couldn't really take down Jake, so when he did,
Talking about the Jake with Vespasian.
yeah, I believe that was and basically he used Jake to take down Jake. So it's all about strategy, man. And like I said, this thing of ours is the manual. This is the manual that helps you fight in this life, man. When things come about.
Tiberius Julius Alexander.
Tiberius, which was a G. He had a 5-year strategy on how to do it, and they worked. All right. Sun Tzu, his name is
Sun Tzu.
Yeah, Sun Tzu, on the war. He had the 5-year strategy on how to take on his opponents. All right, and sometimes in this life you got 3 opponents. All right, you got for one, you got yourself, the man in the mirror. That's who you fighting against. Then there's demons. All right, and then there's the actual these people that demons jump on them, and you got to fight them through these strategies. You got to fight them with the ins and outs of wisdom, understanding, and wisdom and knowledge, man. How to take in wisdom, how to apply it, and have understanding on when and how to be patient with certain shit, man.
If I could just say real quick, with Sun Tzu, one of his principles was to appear unassuming and weak when you were at your strongest before your enemies. And what does that go into? I send you as sheep in the midst of wolves, therefore be ye harmless as doves, but wise as serpents.
That's the art of war. And strategy goes into the art of a general, which art is, I just brought always go to, it's like your imagination. Yeah, it's a strategy that's what? That's all fixed in your mind, like settled and established. Now, our way we attack and go to war, we go to war what? Spiritually, man. That's why I said there's a spiritual approach to everything, man. All right? We attack and approach everything spiritually, first and foremost, all right? Now, things have escalated into physical matters or what not be, but if it get caught, or if it's utilized spiritual first, it'll overdo the physical, man. It usually, most times, it wouldn't end up physical because the spirit is higher than the flesh, man. It overpowers the flesh. But this,
and I can add real fast, and that's the reason why certain brothers may have certain difficulties, because then you didn't did certain things that negated the spirit constantly with your actions, man.
Yeah.
You didn't stay along the course, man. You found different things to take part in that truly lost your way, man. And that's the reason why you fell on the wayside, man. You fainted, man.
yeah, we have a systematic plan of action,
Right.
which is the scriptures. And if you really stick to the scriptures, that should be your only plan. All right, the Lord will make everything else work and execute everything else in its in its season. This is on Sirach 1:23. A patient man will bear for a time, and afterwards joy shall spring unto him.
That's right, man. A patient man shall bear for a time, and afterwards joy shall spring unto him. And so, how do you be patient, man? Be constantly endure within this word, man. You know, constantly learning, constantly understanding, constantly getting into these videos. They writing down precepts, writing down different articles that brothers bring out, different what the word is I'm looking for, man? Different historical things that you can go into so you can understand how to bring this truth out a little bit more, man, so people can understand it more.
I'm gonna say something too based on that. But one thing else about a JT, you sit there, you write down, you sit there, you gather all these different things to you, but you gotta sit there sometimes and stop. Go back and really go thoroughly through this history. Go thoroughly through these precepts to get understanding. You can have precepts all day. I just seen the best of them. They got precepts that go back, forwards, upside down, round and round, but they don't have no understanding. You gotta have understanding based on the history. You gotta have understanding on what are you in. And I'm talking about this. Think about it. What's the consequences? What's the power that you're really dealing with, man? Do you really believe that the power you're dealing with is the ultimate power there is? All right? I'm talking about your house and his son, your house shot. Knowing the consequences behind dealing with them. This ain't no fly-by-night thing, man. Go ahead,
You was with that.
You said what it was again?
2 Corinthians 1 and 6.
2 Corinthians 1 and 6. It says in 2 Corinthians 1 and 6, and whether there be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation, which is effectual in the enduring of the same suffering, which we also suffer, and whether we be comforted, is for your consolation and salvation.
That's right, man. So what is the things you're going through, affliction-wise, different hardships within your life, and man, you gotta constantly endure, man. You gotta overcome those different things for what? Your consolation and salvation, man. And what's your consolation? The Heavenly Father gave you this truth, man. If He chose you to be the ones to obtain this understanding and knowledge, man, you can't fumble it, man. You have to take it very serious.
I know it. Yeah. Most people consolation too, which is good brother going into that. But the brother made a heavy point about your consolation. If you have this knowledge and understanding of who you are, who the true power of the heavens and earth is, that's your consolation. You awoke. You have been given the ultimate gift. Now there's other consolations for people in the world, which is money, being rich, being a D-boy, clout chasing, being a YouTube personality. You gotta weigh the balance of what you're dealing with. You got the ultimate consolation. Take
pride and take heed
You got to take part in it, man.
Be proud of it, man. Be happy that the Heavenly Father chose you out of anybody. You know?
Jake be mad. Stone's fucking mad at the truth, man.
Yeah.
Power, big ass lip, huffing and puffing every day, mad. Boy, it's me. You know, you need to be glad that you even walk, man. You ever took that blessing? No way. If I fall off, I have brothers to vent to. You can't talk to people in the world, man. You can't just talk to the random guy in the world. They don't know what the fuck you talking about. Random woman.
Jake don't take you serious, man. That's one thing that we know in this world, man. Jake will laugh at your pain, man.
Yeah, world stole your ass in a minute. Let your ass fall down, drowning in this world, man. Drowning in debt, losing your house, your car. Niggas gonna make fun of you, man. Physically drowning in the water. Niggas gonna plug the phone.
Yeah.
Look at that nigga taking his last breath. Niggas gonna watch you to the end. Your family members, they'll watch you suffer, fall apart. But if the brother sees something wrong with you, it's how it's supposed to be. All you see now, kind of like you see guys emotional as hell. When the brother come and tell him something, pull him to the side. Or there have been times where constant talking been happening, and the brother come with the second stage, coming with the brother talking to you. Hey, brother, we see you falling, man. We see you struggling. Sometimes it just be a little nudge. You just need a little nudge. Get it going, man. Now.
You want to say something?
Yeah, something to bring up, right?
This is Sirach chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey, prepare your soul for temptation, man. And you know, just like the elder was going into, man, there's many things. There's many things that Jake should be aware of. Look what the fuck he was getting in the world, man. All these different things what was going on in the world. You better be thankful that the Heavenly Father took you from those different situations. But now you do have temptations within the truth. But you have more of you have the body around you to help you overcome those different temptations, man. To let you know that that's not beneficial towards your walk, man. That's not going to get you towards salvation. Rebuking you, keeping you steadfast, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, the answers to the temptation, the scriptures and the brothers. Any situation you come into now, you shouldn't be walking around out there with your heads in the clouds. Like we've been going into. You can either go to the scriptures for the answers or go to the brothers for the answers. And you're going to get a direct answer if you're not being headstrong and looking for a way to ease your way through things and find a middle ground with this world and the truth. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
That's right, man. Set thy heart right, man. And how do you set thy heart right, man? By putting away all the foolishness, man. Putting away all the foolishness. If there's things you got to cut off, the brother kind of got went into it, man. Sacrifice, man. There's certain things that you just got to leave alone, Jake.
And it's not the peanut game over there either. Go on and get along game. All right? This ain't it. You know, if you're a guy that you don't want to be, like I said, we didn't see something recently. You be to get the cat, you don't think what you're doing up this truth, you don't want nobody to tell you nothing, you just go. Go be somewhere. Go be somewhere where you're in a box. Maybe you want to be in a box. You don't want to put a duct tape over you and just have you sit there. You don't want nobody to tell you anything. You don't want nobody over you. Right? You don't see why this. Jake got all the fucking complaints in the world. But you came to as the truth. When you came to the camp, you didn't want to complain. You got a problem with this. You got a problem with that. But when a nigga really putting his foot in your ass, you don't have a problem with it, man. I'm talking about a real staff sergeant, drill sergeant nigga, man. Fuck, I'm talking about this. Fucking know you just because. It's shit crazy, man.
You saw system in general.
Yeah, just dealing with E. He'll fuck over you, man. You don't, like I say, you got to endure that. You have to endure certain temptations in the world. And like I say, a lot of young Jakes, like I said, a lot of guys, first couple years in this thing, your problem is you get caught up in all the smoke, and all the dust going on, the women, the money, the job, the promotions, you know, you caught up in that shit. Now taking a look like maybe this is something that take me out. You gotta be walking on eggshells on this thing. Maybe this is Satan want to take me out, man. Go ahead.
This is the word sidetracking online at the modern. It says to divert from the main purpose.
Yeah, you divert from the main purpose. The main purpose is supposed to be the truth. Y'all about y'all shot, man. Then, you know, then the brothers. Right? Suffering is a part of this. And we, you know, throughout the years we have spoken. Please, man, suffer as a man in the Lord. Don't suffer as a nigga. Don't go out here doing nigga shit and suffer this shit, man. The Lord had nothing to do with that, man. That was all you. You went and did that crash dummy shit, man.
For the ratchet women.
Yeah.
Probably you done put children in the ratchet women.
Yeah.
Now you want,
Yeah.
well, I was gonna say, now you want child support, neck deep.
Yeah, biting the bitch now, man.
Yeah.
You bite the bitch. You bite the bitch, man. You full-blown Chris Brown in the bitch. In the car. You putting all 32 on the bitch, man. Go ahead, huh?
This is Rock 15 and 11. Say, not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away.
Hey, don't say, oh, that was the most high that I fell away. That I got arrested. Because we always take the Lord. There's ways to prevent shit, but you go. Jake go and do his shit, and then, you know, when Eve do one thing, Jake want to go through one thing. He ain't gonna fight this shit, man. Go ahead, huh?
It says, for thou oughtest not to do the things that he hated. Say not thou, he had caused you to help.
Yeah, don't say it's the most high caused you to help, man. That was all you. You wouldn't run into suffer as a man of the Lord. Suffer, Jake. Take that shit, man. Wear that shit. What did Paul say? Paul said, I glory in my infirmities, man. He said, one more thing. He said the ultimate, I'm talking about, Paul said one of the ultimate lines ever. He said, oh, wretched man that I am. Oh, it's me. And like, I know I'm fucked up. You got a lot of guys walk around like they did perfect. Like they levitating already. All right? I guess Jay Fox smell like vanilla, strawberry.
Mr. 613.
Yeah, Mr. 613, man. Mr. 20 precepts. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It's real.
Shit.
Oh, you
Kind of add a little more.
And on this, Jake act like the men that's on Sodom ain't going through shit. Or the, you know, like you said, Apostle Hall, you can't believe it. Them dudes going through shit, man. They just through the process of time, they know how to wear it. They know how to wear that shit different than you, man. Yeah. You don't hear them. Yeah. It's like a motherfucker taking a drill to the back or some type of torture. He don't make no noise. He just started to deal with it a little better than you. You see the other guy in the movie, they get punched. Ah! He's punching him, he cutting on him and shit. He hollering like a woman. Yeah. Some men just know how to wear that pain different. You know how to carry it different. But they do. They go through the same shit you go through at night. 3, 4 in the morning, them men shed tears, man. You heard? Them men shed tears. Them men, they stress a little different than you, man. All right? They think a little different than you.
Now, you got to think about it as well, man. Those men, they dealing with
whole host of shit. Yeah.
Proper men, they got to watch over that. That's a burden. It's a blessing, but it can also be a burden because, you got to make sure those men are in line and doing what they're supposed to do, and that could be heavy on that man.
And that's a whole different level of strength. It's a level to this shit, man. It's a level of strength. I mean, suffering. It's levels of suffering, man. You ever thought about that? How that man, his suffering is totally different here. And a lot of times I say this too through experience. A lot of you guys say that you going through something, ain't really going through nothing, man. That shit, baby shit to the next man.
Doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of jakes putting hell on themselves. Because they constantly doing things that they know not right, man.
Yeah.
That they know they're not supposed to be doing, man. And getting confused when the Heavenly Father throw it right back at them. Oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Well, what you been doing? Man, I ain't
Caught up.
You know what you been doing.
Illusion of hell, of his own hell. He's in illusion or a state of his own hell.
in Sirach 2. I'm going to reread verse 2. And hey, this sums up everything the brothers just said. Set thy heart aright. Set thy heart, your mind aright. Don't be putting yourself in these situations, your own illusion of hell. You put torments on yourself when you don't even need to be doing that. It's only because you're being hard-headed and you're in the way of your own ass, so to speak. And set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away.
Hey, man, that's the objective, to cleave unto the Lord. Cleave unto the body, man. There's no other way, Jake. There's no other way, man. This is the only way that you can get where you're trying to go, man. Into them chariots, into salvation, man. You know? You can't be trying to figure out if you just get some wiggle room over here or if you can just inch in or squeeze in. No, man, you gotta do it straight. You gotta go through the straight gate, Jake. That's just what it is.
And you gotta pull your own weight in this truth. Yeah, we got the brothers to help us and everything, but you can't be a burden. You can't be that weak link in the chain. And like we always say down here, Jake knows exactly what his problems are. Jake knows exactly what's fucking him up and what's dragging on him, but it's up to you to pull yourself up and get out of it. Like you said earlier, you've got this truth to give you answers, the scriptures, and you got the brothers. There's no reason you should be walking around here with questions. Well, of course, there are questions you're gonna have, but questions when it comes to how to make yourself more easily maneuver through this truth and through life in general.
And Jake shouldn't be out here. Once again, man, Jake shouldn't be out here getting 3-4 women pregnant in the truth, man. But just cause. Jake shouldn't be out here hanging on the.
Ask for more hell in the field, man.
Jake shouldn't be out here hanging on the block with his niggas. Just drinking alcohol.
41 tank top.
Yeah.
Want to be Big Daddy Kane, walk the plate. I mean, don't get it twisted. You have a woman and shit, but you gotta understand these women want time. There's a lot of time you juggling, man. These women want fucking time, man. And like I say, you start to see the shit in your walk. Your walk start to actually slip away. Your attention. And like I said, Jake, attention span is fucking short as it's short as goddamn Magnolia. Yeah, it's short, very short.
Jake's already impatient and hard-headed, so Jake's in a bad case right now. This truth is the light at the end of the tunnel for you. So don't fuck it up.
I'm gonna say this too. Don't ever think that it can't happen to you. All right? It can't happen to me. The Lord ain't gonna do nothing to me. You know, Jake always said the Lord, the Spirit. No, it can happen to you, man. Actually, a lot of these cats that somewhat still conscious of the truth, but out back in the world, they thought it couldn't happen to them either. Well, actually, a lot of these motherfuckers walking on the planet Earth, they thought it couldn't happen to them either. The Lord took their ass out, man.
They had a saying from a movie. This guy was about to go to war, and one of the other soldiers was like, he told that soldier, he's like, I'm not planning on dying today. And the soldier told him, well, most men that die that day don't prepare to die that day.
Yeah, man. You gotta walk on eggshells, man. Yo. Good, man. You got more than that.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
So whatsoever brought upon you, take cheerfully, man. Because once again, man, hey, this is a purging process that we're going through, man. A purification process. Moving through this fire each and every day in this place called America, man. Dealing with hell from all directions, man. So you got to be able to deal, man. Once again, you got what you need to be able to overcome. You're not short of information and knowledge, wisdom and understanding, man. You're not short of it. This world is really, it don't compare to what it is that that you obtain. But if you're able to have control over your spirit, man, have control over your being, not doing certain things that's going to deter you, you're going to be all right, man.
Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
And like I said, we bring these scriptures out, but this ain't a what's the name of that college? The niggas get on the commercial. I forgot the name of the shit. Blue Cliff University commercial. Yeah, this ain't that commercial. Yeah, come on, man. You're sitting at home, you ain't doing nothing, you're suffering. This ain't that type of shit.
Education connection.
Yeah, this ain't that type of shit, man. You gotta get out and do this. Suffering, you going through this shit, man. And the Lord gonna bring you all the things that you love so much, cars and all that other shit, everything like that. The Lord gonna strip you from that shit, man. He gonna really see who you love, who you really love. You love me or you love this material shit.
Hey, even a so-called reputation you have in the world. That's the hard thing for a lot of Jakes. Is that whatever little shit reputation you thought you had in the world, that getting stripped away. You going in front of these people that know you and people that don't know you, being made a laughing stock in a so-called fool in front of these people. All for the will of Yahweh Ahchyam Yahushai, that big W. Knowing that you got to realize that you're not. This whole world looks at us as jokes and fools and wasting our time and bums and all that. But as this elder brother always says, there's only two people you should really be worried about: Yahweh and Yahushai.
Fuck about everybody else, man. We've seen a lot of guys come in. They're ashamed of this truth, man. They're ashamed to wear a garment. They're ashamed to go on Canal Street.
Not have a line.
No.
Have a beard.
Yeah.
Not have a line.
Yeah. Grow a beard. Cut fucking dreads. Stop smoking weed. Nigga, you don't know the reason why you smoke weed. Somebody peer pressure you to doing this shit. You know?
And these women peer pressure you to get the liner, to have the clean shaven face, to act like a D-boy or a thug out here.
Yeah. You ain't got that motherfucking Mercedes and you barely holding on. You eat Roman noodles every goddamn night. And then bitch past 3 oil changes, man. But that's what you know, a lot of Jakes are afraid to suffer. Because they know. There's a lot of Jakes that know about this word and they know what comes with this, man.
Yeah.
As soon as I turn on to come into that, I know I'm gonna lose all this, man. I'm not willing to do that.
It's like a paradigm shift with your own self.
Yeah.
You got to wall it off, haircuts, and time.
Small shit.
And Jake knows that's a suffering in there. You know, Jake don't even want to leave from under his woman just to come live.
Yeah.
Some Jakes know the word and don't want, like, I just don't want to leave from under her. And know this word because they get judged that shit.
They know that it may come with them leaving them possible.
Yeah.
They know they may have to deal with it. Jake don't want to put in that work. Man.
That's a sacrifice.
Yeah, Jake don't want work. Jake want to just be comfortable, you know, land under his boots saying, yeah, man, you know, we Israelites.
Yeah, the Lord gonna kill us first.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it straight.
Yeah.
In front of you, the Lord kill us first, man.
It'll suffice you. It'll suffice you to get off your ass right now today. What Jake said, like right now, like yesterday, like we are out of time. I did a video said we living on borrowed time. And Jake, you dying to live the way you trying to live anyways, man.
You know how many Jakes we seen on the highways and byways say, yeah, man, I'm an Israelite. But he what? He on Canal Street just with his family.
It's half the battle. No, it's half the
No,
battle. That ain't even laboring.
No.
To know it's not even laboring.
The nigga with the blue raincoat. That nigga never came. Which we knew you ain't coming back.
Right.
I'm gonna put my family in the hotel and I'm gonna come right back. You already think white man wrote the scripture. You don't know him with the raincoat. That kind of
You already lost half the battle.
You have the battle is lost. You have nothing.
Yeah, Jake hates the discipline that comes with this. Looking a certain way to the world. Being able to, we go on the main street. I'm talking about
Wide open.
wide the fuck open.
Cousins, old girlfriends, enemies,
Yeah.
mamas,
Politicians.
all
that shit.
job owners. I mean, bosses.
Yeah.
Everything can see us out there, man.
Yeah.
And it's on the internet. And it's on the
We done
internet.
dealt with that shit. You can be out there on the main street and you go to the interview.
Now, you don't
I swear I know you from somewhere.
Saw you somewhere.
Yeah, he's got one of those faces.
Yeah, man. And we wear that shit, man. And if they do know, fuck it.
Yeah.
Support the wall.
I can care less what a bug out in the world or a bug out family member thinks about me when it comes to serving the Lord, man. I can care less. Mama, daddy, cousin, baby, whatever. I can give a goddamn.
Hey, what's a dead man's opinion?
Yeah, Jake more cool with you coming out selling drugs and shit, man, than you preaching this word,
Yeah,
man.
man. Nothing is above the labor of the Lord. That's why he say he haven't forgot our labor of love. This the real love. This the only love that ain't gonna cheat on you or forsake you,
Can't be
man.
still, can't be stolen.
That's it. This is it. This is the only thing you're gonna intertwine with and be to death do you part. And then that is still married unto you, man, because it follows you, man.
Right.
There's no greater love, man.
Right.
Even the scriptures tell you that there's no greater love for you to lay your life down to your brother. And the first one is to love the Lord with all thy heart and all thy soul.
Right.
We know what real love is out here. That's why we don't chase any other kind of love.
Right.
It's not even genuine love. You gotta pre-
Oh, let him get that, and then we're gonna get that bitch.
All right.
Wait.
All right, this First Thessalonians 3, I'm going to read it down in 7. Wherefore, 3 and 1. Wherefore, when we could no longer forbear, we thought it good to be left at Athens alone, and sent Timotheus, our brethren, a minister of our power and our fellow labor in the gospel of Mashiach Yahushua, to establish you and to comfort you concerning the faith. All right? That no man, which we're set up to do, that no man should be moved by these afflictions.
That's right, man. And that's one thing that, like the brother just said, it's one thing that the men in this truth do, man. And to all you brothers that's watching, man, we're trying to help establish you, man, and confirm it and help you understand that the confirmation of what it is that we pushing, man. Giving you the information that needs to be known according to Yahweh Shah, so you can do what? So you can faint not, man. So you can stay afloat, man. You know? So you
Up to your faith, man. At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's all gonna boil down to faith once again. When you read out these scriptures, these different stories, these different parables and these different run-ins that Ahchyam and men of the Lord had, it was all faith-based, man. How much faith you have. When all that stuff and everything breaks down and crumbles, faith. You know, even when Ahchyam been on the cross, the man on the side of him, it was just that moment, that little bit of faith he had. He told the woman, just off your little faith, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be here. So how much more us, the last time, when all else fell, when it looked like you squared off, they got you.
They got the dumbbell to your head.
Yeah, the Lord just want to see if you had, just that moment, they about to pull that trigger, something can happen when somebody else hit them. Everybody, get killed. You be like, oh shit, what just happened? You think them pops, it's from you. You close your eyes, you think them pops, you can pop. So that dramatic, what do they call it, cinema moments? You know, the dramatic moments where it look like you watch the climax moments. Yeah, you know how it be a guy drives going off the cliff and it looks like he's about to fall, and something else happens, something intervenes. Men of the Lord gonna have those moments. The 1/3 out here is gonna have those moments. Without, it's like you're about to be put to death. In a drop of a hat, something's gonna intervene. You know? I had I really care about the guy, family member. You know, he just got into I kind of see the Lord kind of hitting him with the truth a little bit. He had just got into a rollover accident up in New York in the snow. He said it's like he can hit the pole going fast, right? And he said it's like something that just nudged the car. The car just went past the pole, went in the snow, and it rolled a couple of times. He said the guy who the car for, his side was all messed up and caved in. His side, it looked like nobody ever did nothing to him. He said he got that business like, what? That's just something off. Like, he's like, man, it's like an angel or something. Like, this guy was literally talking about the scriptures, man. Everything that I know, but it's like, he don't understand what he's saying. He's saying some real shit, you know, when it comes to angels and shit, man.
It seemed like that in that movie Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
We had the two main characters standing outside. Somebody came out the bathroom, unloaded his gun at him. They looked around, and when they looked back, the bullet holes were behind them, so it should have went through their bodies, but they were okay.
Yeah, speaking about miracles, the whole
Talking about the body.
Yeah.
He even said that. He said, I've been quoting this one scripture all my life, but I didn't get it until today.
Yeah, it starts with our faith. Our faith drags us into this thing, and then we finish by our faith.
Right.
That's why Yahweh shall saying
Throughout suffering.
yeah.
It's the hash, right? It's that coming in,
Yeah.
the hash mark, and how you gonna finish.
How you gonna finish, yeah?
Your history, the history of you gonna be told through that motherfucking hash. What he did in between them, which is a good brother. Did he have faith? Here lies so and so. That hash in the middle, man.
The hash is what that means a lot.
Yeah.
You know, because that is going to show.
Determine everything.
It's going to determine how you finish, man.
And the Lord's gonna separate the men from the rats, man. The men from the goddamn goats, man. The boys out here, man. And men gonna have those Pulp Fiction moments.
Man.
Watch. If you live long enough to see, watch. Men are gonna have those moments. You're gonna see men of the Lord go through different sufferings and have the ability to heal, have the ability to disappear, fly. Yes, I know it sounds far out, it sounds weird, but it's gonna happen. And it starts. I'd rather suffer now, man. I'd rather go through this hell now than actually feel the actual fire and hell that's finna come on the planet Earth, man. And the Lord finna drop the earth on people's head, man. Literally. What side of that the Lord's history you want to be on? You know, go ahead. I got this for you.
I got more than that.
You gotta figure out a way to finish your faith, man.
Yeah.
It's about finishing right now.
Yep.
We at the end, so you gotta finish strong,
Man,
man.
them cramps getting in, and
Yeah.
no more water. Ain't nobody on the side no more.
Hand
Got a
it
sign
out.
saying got free water.
Man, you're on your own running this one.
Yeah, this last stretch is all you.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, 1 Thessalonians 3, that no man should be moved by these afflictions. For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto.
Yeah. It feel like in September. It feel like they talking about putting the boys. We said it would happen June, July, September. They talking about putting the boys on the streets, man. And giving you that max. Pull up boys, the real pull up boys finna come. What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? You gonna go to the big house? Or you gonna take that max in the arm? Go back and get the second max.
It's a lot of jakes, man, that's gonna be wildly considering, man, my kids, my woman, hey, man,
My job.
you get your job. You're going to have to really, hey, man, believe and have faith in this thing.
I seen this nigga the other day. They told that boy he get 5 years probation. But if you take that max, we'll drop it down no more. I'm serious. That's the shit.
Taking it back.
Take like that's that shit. Bro, that's
Opportunity of
family.
a lifetime.
Yeah.
Jake don't do that shit, bro.
He was facing hard time.
Yeah,
Hard
that's
time.
nightmare, bro.
It definitely how they coming now, man.
Jake not even thinking about that shit. Give me that.
It's full.
So you probably had to get that max.
Yeah, Mac probably had to hit that max.
Yeah.
That's an old rapper down here that used to rap with No Limit. All right, he was a
He got him on house.
nice rapper.
He got him on house arrest. I seen this shit. He got him on all type of shit.
All type of shit. Yeah.
Stipulations and shit. That's why they coming now.
He did 25, something like that.
Yeah.
He did that round about in the round. He had it going about 95. He did about 25, something like that. He had it going in the early 90s, mid 90s. He did about 25 years, but some he didn't even do.
Yeah.
By the way, but just 4. It says 1 Thessalonians 3 and 4. For verily, read 3 of it, that no man should be moved by these afflictions. For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. For verily, when we were with you,
Who said we appointed to? I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Sufferings and catching hell is gonna happen, man. It's a part of the battle. You can't go, hey, you can't have a nice shiny tank and think that bitch supposed to look good. After war, just go in the road. Yeah, your uniform. Your cheek, your arm is gonna get scratched up, it's gonna get dinged, chipped. mud. What the fuck else? You gonna get hit with shit? You can't think of a damage dude. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, for verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation.
Right, man. We told you. We didn't. Hey, that's one thing the prophets ain't never came short of, letting you know that there's gonna be hell that you're gonna have to catch.
Everything that's going to happen.
That's right, everything.
We have told you everything
Yep.
through the Spirit of the Lord that He have brought out through the Scriptures of everything that's going to happen.
From
The
the
end,
law,
the martial law, the missiles, the concentration camps,
all these different
everything.
things, man. We told you what not to do and what to do according to the
Tell you
Spirit.
a woman gonna leave you, man.
Yeah.
we told you that too.
Yep.
Hey, when brother first came in, man, the apostles of God made that aware. Your woman might just leave you. Your mother might disown you. Your father. All behind this. And your kids hate you, turn against you. It's gonna happen because of this. Are you willing to keep going?
It says, even as it came to pass, we read for again, for verily when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye knew. Right. For this cause, when I could no longer forbear, I sent to know your faith, lest by some means the tempter have tempted you, and our labor be in vain.
That's right, man. Because you know what it is that you gotta do, man. So you know what type of situations that you need to place yourself in, man. Don't go and build yourself up into trying to continue to compete with niggas in the world, man. Constantly trying to find different ways to be comfortable in this place, man. Hey, man, you gotta be uncomfortable, man.
They're going the best of both worlds.
Right.
They're going to be full blown in the world, full blown in this, man.
Straddling the fence.
Yeah. It don't work that way.
Dispute that one.
That's why you always see these niggas trying to incorporate hip hop.
Yeah.
This thuggish type of lifestyle. And you look at the rest of them camps, it's the same shit.
Yeah, with the Bible.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. You gotta pick one way and roll with that one way.
Yeah, man, Jay, think they can turn the truth into something modern, man. Hey, man, hey, we have to seek the old path, Jay. Not create something new. Once again, the Heavenly Father gave us what we needed, man. Not go get salvation, man. You got what you need. Hey, man, pray to the Heavenly Father that salvation come unto you for doing what it is that He showed you.
But work gotta be displayed before that. Faith has to be displayed in order to get that. And that's still ain't promised to us, man.
Facts.
That's still ain't promised to us. So what else there's left to do? Just you might well keep going. Now I said it before. A lot of you brothers out there, you didn't got this far. Why go back? You might well keep on going, see what happens at the end.
Don't faint in well doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Well doing. This is well unto the Lord. You got
I'm
it.
too
We
weak
can give up now.
James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he will receive a crown of life.
Amen. It said, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, but when he is tried, he receiveth what? A crown of life, man. What you think we working for, Jay? We not working for mere pennies.
This modern time, Jake think it's just for attention. We can give a damn about YouTube and views.
Yeah.
We don't care about that. We don't care about your money. We don't want your money. We don't care about having big pretty garments on, nigga with all the big pretty rings and the stone. We don't give a damn about all that, man.
I heard Jakes have an argument about views and show y'all mad because y'all not. Man, it's not a. What you on, man?
Views are manipulated anything.
Right.
They can show 24,000. They can show 24 on ours, and they could be 24,000. They can show 24,000 on yours, and they could be 24.
Right.
The next day.
They manipulate the algorithm of the fucking app, man. So we don't care about it. They can take that shit away today. They can take the camera away today. We're gonna still do the work.
That's right.
All right? It don't matter. That's why this brother said earlier, It's 2 people. That's all we care about. 2 people watching. All right? It don't have to be 2 people behind that camera. It's Yahweh, Yahweh, that's all we care about.
Jake got this vainglory thing all fucked up.
It says, which the Lord has promised to them that love him. Let no man say unto, what is it? We go. And let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High, for the Most High cannot tempt with evil, rather tempt he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust has conceived, it brings forth sin. Sin, when it is finished, it brings forth death.
Yeah, man, because you gotta understand something, man. The Heavenly Father gave you this word. This is what he gave you, man. All that other shit is because of your own belly, man. It's because of what it is that you have interest in, what you want to do, how you want to do it, man. The Heavenly Father gave you what you needed, man.
And I got a partner that's in the big house for something. It's like his whole shit started off. He was a guy, went home, did work. He went out one time with some niggas at work, and that drinking went from one drink to one club a night to multiple drinks to multiple nights every day. And every day. That shit it got so worse to where you crash out, man. And your mistake. Football called short life and other people's life. All right? And that's, like I say, it just is what it is. That's how bad the enticement is. Drink, women, money, all right? The attention, the promotions, the job. Don't let that shit. You always, in this world, you always have a poker face, man. Even when some shit happen good, you be like, I worry when too much happen. Man, what I gotta do? Man, I hope this bitch don't let that get crashed tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Jake, you got Jake and the truth to go to the job every day like he gonna have that job every day. I learned the hard way in this thing. I go to the job like today is my last fucking day, man. I might lose this bitch today. Then what? Your mindset is complacent, Jake.
Taken by influence.
Yeah.
Taken by influence.
It's complacency. Jake in America is complacent. When we don't know how it's about ways, we speak of getting out of here. We speak of the kingdom, niggas frown up. We see the ugliest faces. Yeah. When you talk about leaving America, going to something greater, niggas like, why would I want to do that?
Yeah, Jake's still thinking about mom. Jake's still thinking about his baby mom. Jake's still thinking about them kids, man. What's gonna happen to them? What shit if they
not even that. Jake thinking about the duck off. Jake thinking about nobody want to be the duck off. The House of Blues, Martin Luther King Street, Bourbon Street, Canal Street, the Riverwalk. Jake just want to go to the park and put down a nice blanket and have the Corona sandwich with one of the crawfish.
Yeah.
That's life to a nigga, man. Life is to us is to be literally wear the best of linens, rule, and the rule.
Have to meet, man.
And to be free, man. And not be over here. But that's far-fetched. That's wild. That's a wild out thought.
You niggas is crazy. Y'all always be underneath. That's how they feel.
And it comes.
Y'all niggas never do, man. And we don't deal with that type of thought process, man. Our mindset is all about achieving, man. Achieving what? The glory, man. Constantly gaining with Yahweh Shah, say they had a store, man, for the nation of Israel, man. Right now for the elect, and then for the whole nation, man.
Jake was as far as his thoughts.
Yes.
Were taken, man.
Yes.
And that's not very far.
Yeah. That's why G come up talking about his feelings.
Yeah, it's as far as his thoughts.
I feel like that was written by the white man.
3 fingers.
Well, who are you though? Right? Who are you?
3 fingers.
Talking about
Trash bag.
3
Talking about
fingers
standing on that business. What business? That's the Lord's business. The Lord killed and made alive. How you gonna stand on that business? Why?
It says, yeah, I finished it. Oh, I got one more. It says, do not err, my brethren. All right? Every good gift, every perfect gift is from above and coming down from the Father of light, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. No?
So don't err, man. Don't fall short, man. The Heavenly Father coming with big gifts, with big rewards, man. For everybody. You know what I mean? Whether it's for the wicked, whether it's for the righteous, man.
And when you do fall, because it happens, you learn from your experience and you don't let it like that thing come back, that mistake that you did come back up. But you learn from your experience, whether good or bad. Most people fall into the enticement of lust and go back and doing the same shit they did. It's caused to hurt the first time.
Start bringing more demons on you and shit.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah. Just right.
Yeah, just one quick verse. This is Proverbs 20.
I see what it is.
This is Proverbs 24, verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
If thou faint in the day of adversity, and thy strength was small. So that means you was never a part of this, man. Once again, man, hey, we do these lessons each and every day, man. If we not doing a lesson, it's another brother doing a lesson, man. Or it's another brother doing a lesson. So you have what you need to be strong in your Yahweh, man. You know? So if you're not watching the videos, if you're not taking heed, if you're not applying these things to your everyday life, man, you will fall short, man. You know? So,
There's answers to all your concerns. Scriptures answer everything. There's no gray area, no dark spots. It's just like you said, Jake just faint, being weary. You got it.
you know, hey, but once again, man, you know what it is that you gotta do, Jake. Hey, man, stay along the path, man. Stay along the path. Listen to your Ahchyam that the Heavenly Father set around you, constantly enduring this word, man, and you will not fall short, man. You will overcome all different type of adversity that may fall in front of you, man. You know? But hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. We want to give all praise and influence unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, double honor to the elders, apostle, great millstone, and say, it takes you to our